Hey there everyone, this is Jeff with Starcat Products, here to bring you the next stage for Painkiller, Hell and Damnation. This is quite possibly my least favorite level in the game. I think I played this level about 5 times, and almost every time my game would crash as I beat it. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now that the video is going to abruptly stop shortly before the exit of the stage. So on this stage we have 2 tarot cards we need to get. We got Soul Redeemer, which is a silver card, and you get it by getting all the holy items, which you get by getting all the secrets, which we do anyways. And then time bonus, which we get by gibbing 123 enemies. The way you gib an enemy is you use a weapon such as the soul catcher, or the rocket launcher, or the grenade launcher, and you break the enemy into pieces pretty much. So every one of these hits counts as a gib. So as you can see, this is probably not a very hard card to get. So let's talk about this level and why I just do not like it. This level is very long. It has some very annoying jumps you gotta do to get some of the secrets. And yeah, these punk skeletons that I absolutely cannot stand in this game as one of the main enemies you have to fight. You're gonna see here as I kite these enemies. You need to get good at kiting, by the way, on this stage, because that's like half of the way you give these guys is you gotta kite them together. And I really do not like the shotgun. Every time I try to use it, I just half get murdered every time. I almost died here trying to use the shotgun. And really, the main strategy to use at this beginning room is just to keep walking back and forth in between kiting the enemies. That way you can get the souls as you go to the other side. Look at that, they almost killed me. Like literally, like if he would have gotten into swing, I would have died. It's ridiculous. So yeah, so you need to kite these guys back and forth. So just jump between the 2 sides, but get the enemies to line up, and just hit them in the legs, like at the train station stage. Hit them with the legs with the soul catcher, and that'll count as a give for you. So I think like barely halfway through the level, I got the tarot card requirement. So one thing to make sure not to miss is in the middle of the stage, there is an armor. Try to be very careful with the jump. For some reason, the physics engine flips its crap over you touching these jars, and they just throw you everywhere. So if you're not careful, like with many of the practice attempts I did, you'll fling the jars all over the place and not be able to reach the armor anymore. Always make sure to check for all the gold. There's a lot of jars sitting around various parts of the stage. One big weapon that it gives you a lot of ammunition for is the electro driver weapon. And we'll also be getting a new weapon on this stage as well. So be careful with this jump here. I like to get on the edge, kind of line up a little bit. Line up. There you go. As you can see, all the jars just fly everywhere. So if you're not careful, you can fling those all over the place, and you'll miss your armor, and you have to start level over again, which I've done several times. The ambient music's pretty cool for this level. I'm not a big fan of the Oriental theme stages, but this level has some of the best ambient noise. So here's the new weapon. This is the bolt launcher. The bolt launcher is pretty cool, because it shoots at very long range. It doesn't really suffer like any range penalty really. It has a pretty bad reload time, and that'd be my fiance telling me to look at something and I forgot I was recording. So that's pretty funny, isn't it? So anyways, back to the bolt launcher. So basically it has really bad reload time, but one thing that's really cool about it is, unlike most of the weapons, it has a third function. This time you get a scope. The scope allows you to view like enemies such as these knights that like to hide everywhere and shoot at you, and you can snipe them out. Oh, this is another really good room to kite the enemies back and forth. You can see I'm kind of staying in this main part of the area. Try not to stay too far back, like where the temple kind of bends in. Like on its other side. I'll show you where we get to in just a second here. There's a spot that's really bad. That's like right around here. Do not stand around here. It's really bad. That's a spawning point for the enemies. Only really jump back there if you're kiting the enemies. They turn around to get a good shot off. Otherwise, they can literally like spawn like right on top of you. Be very, as you saw when I first started this room, I killed some I blew barrels up. That's because it's really easy for these knights that are standing up hiding and everything to shoot those and kill you. And as you know, in trauma mode, you die in 1 hit to a barrel. Yeah, every one of these hits I'm getting where these guys' legs fly apart, that counts as a give for me towards the tarot card requirement. So we're going to get these no problem. Near the end of the stage, I'm also going to show off the bolt gun a lot, just to let you guys see it. It is pretty strong. It's really good against crowds. The secondary fire is extremely good. You shoot like a bunch of little mini bouncing bombs to the enemies, and it is great for crowd control. Just be very, very careful to not use it at close range, though, because you know it's like the rocket launcher. They tend to blow up. But you see, as at the train station level, these guys like to line up, and they're really, 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 really easy to kill. Let's talk about the Oriental Castle, though, some more. Since they're just kind of killing and kiting, I really do not like this stage. The secrets are very annoyingly placed. The level tends to glitch up a good bit when you play it in multiplayer. I actually had some times where I'll be playing this level with my friends and like the textures won't render and stuff. The level is absurdly long. This is quite possibly going to be the longest video until we get to the Coliseum level. A lot of the challenge is unfair because they like to throw those damn skeletons at you the whole time. This stream doesn't have a lot, but the next clearing we're going to do is just going to be Skeleton Haven. And literally you can just gain control of one of the skeletons and you can kill the whole room just about. That was the alternate fire where you shoot the bombs out. It's super strong, especially against armored enemies, because they'll flinch and then the other bombs will hit them and they'll blow up. So let's actually go. Here's the sniper mode for the bolt gun. You activate the sniper mode by hitting your mouse 3, which is your mouse wheel, pretty much on your mouse. One thing that's really stupid about this level too is the grass texture that they made is really glitchy, and when you shoot stuff like it has like a projectile, like the electro driver shurikens, they'll get stuck on the grass. So you'll be shooting and you realize you're not hitting anything because all your bullets are getting stuck on the grass that some reason catches it. There's an armor in this room. I like to try to grab the super power-ups at the end of the clearings just in case I took a lot of damage. That way I could be full for the next clearing. Because you don't heal between checkpoints on trauma mode. One thing you're going to find a lot on this stage is a lot of electricity and shuriken ammo for the electro driver weapon. So we're going to be using it a good bit in the next clearing. It's going to be really, really strong. The first secret is in this room. There's going to be some platforms we're going to have to go up. And one thing to be very special sure of is to not over jump the platform when we go up it. Here they are right here. But we're going to go pick up the rest of the ammunition first. There's ammunition all around here that you got to get. I don't use the shotgun, so I don't really need those. I find the shotgun to be absurdly weak. But here we go. You jump up these ramps up here. Make sure to not bunny hop up them or you can overshoot it. There's some bricks to the right where you can jump up on the wall. But this bunny hop off of this ledge here and you'll get the first secret. It's just some gold. It's not really mandatory because all we really need to get are all the holy items. But this is the walkthrough and I'm going to show you where they're all at. And I missed this jump here. So that was pretty funny there. Alright, so let's get the rest of the ammunition and proceed on with the rest of the level. But it seems like with Painkiller, Hell and Damnation, like the first part of the game is really, really good. And then when you get into the second part, it gets kind of like, you can kind of feel where kind of people develop some of their hate for the game. I just really don't like this level. I can forgive the rest of the game. One strategy I like to use before going to this next stream is to blow up all these firecracker bags here. They're a lot more deadly in the regular game because they tend to fly at you the whole time. So here, there is a knight up above. So try to make sure you keep moving. And hold them off with the weapons like the electro driver. That was the electro driver combo. It's really, really good. Because as enemies walk into it, they'll get electrocuted as well. And here's these punk skeletons. So they always get a hit off on me all the time. And I don't get it. Like, these knight guys are not nearly as bad as these freaking skeletons. They appear out of nowhere, too. And it's just ridiculous. I don't get it. And they're a heck of a lot worse in multiplayer. There's no idea. Where'd that guy come from? He just appeared out of nowhere and hit me. So whenever you get low on health, you can always rely on the soul catcher to heal you. Especially when you had the blade lover or whatever the heck that tarot card's called. Blade kicker, that's what it's called. So always make sure to move. One thing to be careful of when you're bunny hopping around in this room is to not jump into that fountain that has like the red swirling water in it. Because you'll die. You just touch it and there's an instant kill like switch there and you just die. So you just float over it, you'll die. So that's just a fair warning. Speaking from experience, playing with a friend of mine for some training for the stage, get killed. Look at that rocket snipe. Every rocket you fire that destroys an enemy counts as a give towards the tarot card. You don't get a lot of rocket ammunition on this stage, though. You mainly get the minigun ammo. But that was a pretty good shot there. What do you think about that? So every one of those rocket shots counts towards the tarot card. So again, barely halfway through this stage, you can get the tarot card. It's really, really easy. If you can get the shot off, you can take control of some of these skeletons, and they'll pretty much murder everything because they're overpowered. Look at this guy. Look, he just blew up a whole group. By his, he swung his bone, and all 3 of those guys died and exploded. And they all gibbed. The skeletons are ridiculous. They're just absolutely insane. There is a mega health in here, but again, I'll try not to pick them up until after declaring. It looks like I got everything, so there's a couple night guys we gotta kill that are up on the platforms. So let's try to rocket snipe this guy. Here we go, here we go. I miss. I love how the rocket blew up in the sky. It's pretty funny. Bam, rocket snipe. Let's try to get this guy now. Miss. Miss again. Come on. State gun. I missed. I'm so good at this. There we go. That counts as a gib. Just get that mega health now that we're full on health. So there's another secret in this room. We'll be getting it about later on. We're going to look around for some ammunition first. So yeah, this stage, I don't know why, but my computer just kept on crashing whenever I beat this stage. I had some really good shots before too, where I'd snipe some of these guys like instant scope and snipe off the guys on the platforms. And then by accident I figured out that you could freeze them with the shotgun and shoot them, which we'll be doing later on in one of the next clearings. It's really strong to get rid of those guys, and it counts as a gib as well because they break into pieces when you use the ice ammunition. So there's a lot of this stuff up in these areas, balcony areas. Some of the rare rocket drops. There's a really big treasure trove in this room that we need to make sure not to miss as well, because it gives you a lot of the electro ammunition for the electro driver weapon. There's also like a lot of jars and stuff, so if you're going for the all objects, make sure to thoroughly search for the objects. They're everywhere. There's more of the electric ammunition. So yeah, there's a lot of things went wrong with this video. I'm really glad that I got a good recording finally, because this level is not very good. I just find it to be the worstly designed. It has the least best design, I guess is the best way to put it, without just completely making rubbish grammar the whole time. So in here, there's a lot of ammunition. There's more in the minigun ammo. As I mentioned, you get a lot of minigun ammunition. You tend to get a lot of the freezer ammunition as well, but the one you get the most is the electric ammunition, which we're pretty much going to tear through pretty quick when we start getting near the end of the stage. I just jump past those jars like over and over again. I look at them and I still miss them, so I missed those jars. I apologize, but this game is just too fast, and I've been playing this level way too many times to really care. So this is where the next secret is. This is off this balcony over here. The way you get it is you jump. Try not to over jump it, you'll fall. You have to walk back around. And try not to be too careful either as you fall backwards. So people that are really, really good at the game, they can jump these. Like you jump out and you jump back in. And make it a little bit quicker. But we're going to be play it safe and just push against the columns. I kind of second guessed myself there, go way too early. But you just push, you'll slide. And just the moment you start moving forward, just make sure to push back to the right again. That pickup there is the bullet at the bomb ammunition for the bolt launcher. And one of the holy relics. So I think we're done with this room finally. That was a pretty long room. Alright, so this next part we're going to get some more gibs. We're going to use the freezer ammunition and kill these 2 skeletons up here. Gib and gib. Pretty strong stuff there. I really like the freezer ammunition for the shotgun. It just feels so nerfed. If you ever played the original game, if it ever goes on sale or anything on Steam or on GOG, pick it up and you'll see what I'm talking about, just how nerfed the shotgun is. So here, right off the bat, we're going to take control of a knight. That way I can focus on killing the guys at the top. So with these knights, they're going to focus on my guy that I couldn't control of, so I can just pretty much hit them all in the back. I don't know how that guy hit me. Maybe it was one of the fire bolts that one of the knights shot at me. There's a lot of those melee guys. They're pretty good to gain control of as well. But we're going to hit them, give. Hit them, give. Awesome. So yeah, the lighting tends to get in your way a little bit there. I took way too long to get that guy shot, so that's why I got hit. That was my fault. So I tried to gain control of like a knight, but he died, I guess. No, he was way back there. So then I got control of the big guy. There goes another really pretty decently timed bolt gunshot after I finally hit him there. That counts as a gib, because that was a rocket attack. I'm not certain if the enemies killing the other enemies count as gibs for you, or if when you gain control of the enemies and they explode, it count as a gib. But I know for certain that when you go demon morph, they count as gibs. They always explode into pieces. See, bam, he's dead. One hit. So this is the worst jump. This room here has the worst jump in the game when it comes to secrets. This jump is immensely awkward. I do not enjoy it. There are certain recordings I got where I missed it over and over again. I missed it a good bit of times. So you could probably play that pretty funny song that plays in that the British television always likes to show all the time of people running really fast. But for copyright purposes, we won't do that. There's an armor in the room to the left. Make sure to always search around every one of these very large rooms that you fight in. There's more minigun ammunition. I don't use the minigun ammunition because you need to explode the enemies, and the minigun doesn't do that when you fire the minigun ammo. So I really don't see the point. Maybe it's just to bait you to make you try to use it. The shurikens aren't that bad to get because when you do the electro driver combo, you do use some of your shurikens. So here, you go up this ladder towards this yellow window, and you're gonna fall, and you're gonna fall, and you're gonna fall, and you're gonna fall. The way you get up on it, I think you have to lean into the window for a split second and jump into the other window. And it's just, it's so annoying. It's just so badly designed. I know a lot of the old game had stuff like this in it, but here you jump up, jump forward, and then to the right to get this. And it's really, really awkward to do. And it gets immensely frustrating when you try to do it. Especially when you keep falling on the first one. Like, I want to do the second part, but you keep falling, climbing the stupid ladder. And that's where it just gets, oh, it's horrible. Up here, try to use the electro driver combo. You can pretty much take out these skeletons in one hit. I don't get the HP of the skeletons. They can just survive everything, it seems. They just, I don't know. Look again, a lot of the new enemies that they added into this game just have weird quirks about them that I just do not like. Missed a lot of gold back there, but oh well. Who needs gold? This is endgame. So yeah, we're coming up to the last room in the one of the last rooms in the stage here. This one, be very, very careful because there's a lot of explosive stuff around. Try to gain control of the knights. Unlike me, I miss like every attack with the soul catcher for some reason with this. You can get your gib count up pretty high because these guys like to stack up. There's spawning spots on both the platforms, like these steps right here. There's spawning spots on those, so try not to stay near those or you're gonna get hit. See, it doesn't gib. When you use the minigun, it doesn't gib, so it's really not recommended to use it. But you'll, like I said, if you just play the stage regularly, you'll get the gibs. It's pretty easy to get it because there's so many enemies, there's so many big rooms. And the area is so wide that you got to use your soul catcher half the time to catch the souls that you're going to eventually give majority the 123 enemies you need to. See, I'm just making these great shots at this thing, man. Some more kiting. Get used to kiting the enemies because that's just how you really can take them out with conserving your ammunition. See, like I fired the... I thought I did. I didn't have enough souls. Never mind. So yeah, that barrel, they would have hit it. It would have died. So this always make sure to move. Don't stand in the spawning spots. Missed again. I'm the best. Then there's a jillion skeletons. That move is so good. I love the bombs for the bolt launcher. They're so good. There's a lot of weapons in the game that they have dual functionality, but you only really use one of the functions. And like the stake guns like that, like the grenades are really good, but the stakes are kind of eh. They're pretty good in a regular game. I hit that guy wrong. He didn't gib. Make sure to hit him in the legs. You want to give him? There you go. That was a gib. It makes that noise, like I said. So yeah, this stage. Do not like it. Very good shot there, though. Made up for it a little bit. Got that guy. miss. So here, these guys are stacked together. So one of them always has their shield up, and that's why they keep blocking me. I don't know how they died though. They just like shot up in the air. No idea. They just felt like exploding for me, which was pretty cool because they're about to hit me. So there's some night guys I like to hide up at the top up here. And sometimes when you play, the skeletons and stuff will start bouncing on this platform, which is up in front of me. And it's pretty funny. So there are two secrets in this area. One of them is very, very easy to miss. In fact, I missed it the first time I played the stage. When I first played it, I was like, where's that last holy relic? And I looked, I was like, oh, okay. So yep, this is going to blow up all these objects and stuff around here. Give me stake gun ammunition, like it's really useful. So yeah, gonna use the electro gun here just because I can. There's a lot of ammunition for it everywhere. It's pretty easy because it doesn't get caught up by gravity or anything. See, there's the ammunition here. So yeah, first secret coming. Not first secret. The first secret in this room coming up. Don't really worry about blowing up these barrels, even though even if you're going for the all objects, because they don't have any gold in them. There's like a weird glitch there where you can't jump up, so make sure to go a little bit to the left before you jump off the barrels, because for some reason it will just catch you. And here's the part where I was talking about multiplayer, where it didn't render. It didn't render that holy relic there. I don't know why. So just right along these things, you get that secret back there. The second secret's over here. And you'll see, you can barely see that holy relic in the horizon. Yeah, they got pretty sneaky with that. So there you go. So that's the one you probably missed besides the last one. The last one's pretty well hidden. So there's the big ammo room before the last room in the game. And it's not the game, the stage. Man, I'm doing really good at words today. For the last room in the stage. So for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to be using the bolt gun in this room, just so you can see how awesome the alternate fire is. It's a real shame that they give you all these weapons, and the game is so short, you don't really get to use them that long. And a lot of the levels aren't really greatly designed for you to be able to do. Like, this is a sniper weapon. There's no big rooms, really, for you to, like, snipe stuff and be safe. So, which really, you hardly ever use the bolt part of it. You mainly will use this part. And at the same time, the rocket launcher is more consistent. And the ammunition is more common. So, poor bolt gun. The worst gun, though, is the flamethrower SMG, which we'll be seeing in the next stage. Near the very, very, very end of it. You get, like, no ammunition for it. And it's funny. So here, make sure to kite them together. Every enemy you kill with the bomb alternate fire counts as a give towards the terror card. Try to like jump up a little bit. It helps make them bounce a little bit better. I got really lucky that those fireworks didn't hurt me. That would have killed me. So there's a little bit of a endurance run here trying to use the bolt gun. But as you can see, when I jump, they tend to get more air. And they also will spread a little bit more. So your shots will hit like a lot more enemies. And it is possible to overshoot, and you can bounce the bombs over the enemies. So make sure you don't jump way too high, like jump off of something, because you will miss. One thing that is good about the bolt gun on this stage, though, is that when you do kill them with the bolts, it does give them. So that does count towards your terror card. You can see that they bounced over the enemies. It's pretty funny. They bounced over those guys. That was an example of jumping too high when firing. Bounced over them again. So yeah, so if you get really, really good at this stage, you can time your demon morphs pretty much on the dot to the big rooms to where you can just morph and just murder everything, and you'll rack up your give count like really fast. That was a very well timed shot there. So like all of them, all of the bolts landing right on top of him. Oh, I'm more. Okay, I need one more. So yeah, I'm gonna switch back to a regular attacks now because I morphed. All these count as gibs towards the tarot card. This room really isn't that hard. If you just do the same thing like I told you in the beginning of the game, I keep saying game, the beginning of the stage, and just kite them back and forth, you can pretty much spend the majority of your time just bouncing back and forth, grabbing the souls. And then all the enemies will group up behind you. Just turn around and destroy them with the bolt gun alternate fire. So this drain is just about done. Is the last guy right here. Look how weak the Painkiller combo is. It didn't even hurt him. In the old game, that would have given the guy like right off the bat. So I got some extra gold from giving some of the enemies. So one thing that's to note about giving is you can get a lot of extra gold from doing it, especially by bouncing the corpses. So when you kill a guy and then an extra explosive bullet or something will hit him, that'll count as a give. And most of the time you can do it in the air, like when they're falling at you, they'll give instantly with gold. And that's what those rings are and stuff. Some more rare rocket ammunition. We're not really going to use the minigun anymore though, because there's a lot of hallways coming up and it's really not that strong. And the minigun ammunition, as I said, doesn't give the enemies. So I don't know if these rooms are open or not when you're doing the main clearing, where I would use the bolt gun and everything. So I'm not certain if you can go up in these areas or not. I kept looking for the doors. I was on the wrong side because I'm awesome like that, and I got frustrated with this level. So here we go. So this next part up here, there's going to be some enemies that spawn. And for some reason, the souls always get stuck in the ground. So always make sure to use the soul catcher to get the souls out of the ground. The electro driver is really, really strong in this next clearing. I'm going to use it pretty much the whole time because it's such a tight corridor and I have a lot of ammunition for it. So using the soul catcher here to grab these souls. They just stick in the ground for some reason. I don't know why. So here we go. We're just going to use the electro driver pretty much this entire clearing. Kind of messed up grabbing these ammo boxes. I didn't really need them. Particularly as I can use the same weapon the whole time. So try to go back and forth. Always pay attention behind you because you know those skeletons. You know those skeletons are going to get you. As you can see, the drain on the electricity is really slow. And it goes down like one. It's slow. So you can just pretty much spam it. And this level gives you so much ammunition for it. It just makes this area easy. If you get really efficient or you're playing with a friend, you and your friend can take turns activating the electro driver combo on the spawning spots that are right here under these torches in the horizon. And you can just camp those areas and you can pretty much just kill the guys. They won't even do anything. It's just spawn, get electrocuted, and die. And just make sure to activate it every once in a while. That way you can keep the combo on. Look at it. They're not even getting any hits through. Because it's so strong. Like in the hallway and close corridors, this weapon is extreme. It's making the shotgun furtherly more useless. I mean, why? But good news though. The next level, we're going to use the shotgun a lot. Because we have to freeze enemies. So the shotgun will get some glory in. I do use the shotgun a lot for the boss fights too. So we'll be seeing it then too. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to clear this. More of the same, just make sure to check back and forth. Always check behind you because they can get behind you really easily. So there you go, this stage is done, right? That's a pretty good stage. Hey, we're missing something though. We got to get that last holy relic. There is a door when you first start this clearing that is closed. It is super easy to miss because it has like a little boundary around the door where it blocks it off, and if you're just playing the level real fast you won't see it. But this is where the last holy relic is. This will mess you up from getting the soul redeemer card. So we're going to go over here back to where we started the clearing, and there's going to be a door over here. You jump down to give you the last secret area along with the last holy relic. Ooh, gold. Alright, so let's get this tarot card. It's in the bag. We got this. Oh yeah. Got this. So, yep. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing some of the ending spell. Make sure to check us out on the website, starcatproducts.com. I got my Magic the Gathering Modern Masters review coming up here shortly. It's going to be my next video I upload. It's going to be great. Make sure to subscribe, check us out. And again, this video is just going to abruptly stop. So we're going to talk about this last part up here. So I'm just going to go up to the exit and whoa! What an asshole, more like it. Alright. So I guess we got some more stuff to do. This part is so easy if you use the end-game cards like you're supposed to. You just get the shotgun out and these guys die so fast. So I'm hitting them with the Painkiller on their knee. That way it seems to come back to me the quickest. You can also hit them in the bum as well. And they will reel back when you kill them, so they're all reeling back. You can get extra gold as well, so it's a great way to get some extra gold hitting these guys over and over again. So that's the stage. Worst ever. This was Jeff at Starcat Products. I wish you all have a good day, and I'm glad we're done with this level. Have a good one.